The rain pounded hard against the tin roof of the garage. Inside, Adil, a poor single dad, froze in place, his wrench slipping from his hand. Just outside, beneath the flickering streetlight, a young girl stumbled into view, her face bruised, her dress torn. Behind her, a woman, barely conscious, clutched her side, blood seeping through her blouse. "Help, a broken bar please," the girl whispered, her tiny voice cracking. Adil's heart raced. His own daughter, asleep in the office cot, stirred at the sound. He darted forward, lifting the woman under one arm and guiding the girl into the garage. He grabbed a rag, pressing it to the woman's wound. "Who did this to you?" he demanded. The girl only shook her head, eyes wide with terror. Hours earlier, Adil had been finishing his last repair of the night. He lived hand to mouth, barely making enough to buy his daughter's school books. Yet despite his struggles, he never turned away someone in need. Tonight would test that vow. As the woman regained consciousness, her trembling hand reached for Adil's wrist. "A broken bar, they'll find us," she gasped. "Who?" he asked. "The men, a broken bar, the ones after our land." Confused, Adil helped them to the small office behind the garage. He gave the girl his daughter's blanket, poured water into a chipped mug, and tried to calm them. But before he could ask more, the sound of tires screeching outside shattered the silence. A black SUV pulled up. Men in suits poured out, scanning the area with flashlights. Adil's instincts flared. He shoved the woman and her daughter into the storage closet. "Stay quiet, no matter what." The garage door creaked open. "Where are they?" one man barked. Adil wiped his hands on his greasy shirt and faced them. "Where's who?" The men searched, overturning boxes, kicking tools aside. One stepped inches from the closet door. Adil's chest tightened. Then a phone rang. The man answered, cursed under his breath, and signaled the others to leave. The SUV roared off into the night. When it was safe, the woman finally spoke. "They'll never stop. My father built the largest oil company in this region. When he died, I inherited everything. They think they can scare me into signing it away. Tonight they tried to finish it." Adil stared in disbelief. The bruised woman before him and the child trembling beside her weren't just strangers. They were heirs to a vast oil empire. "But why come here?" "To me?" he asked. The woman met his eyes. "Because your garage was the only light on. And sometimes, the poorest man can turn out to be the richest in courage." Days later, armored cars and lawyers arrived. The men who had hunted them were arrested. The woman and her daughter stood at Adil's side, promising him something more than money, a future. His garage was rebuilt, his daughter's education secured, and for the first time in years, he felt what he thought he'd lost forever: hope. As the little girl hugged his daughter, Adil realized he hadn't just saved 2 lives that night. He'd found a family by choice.